I'm Roary Skaista. I recognise some of you, which is great. Thank you for coming along. Thank you to those of you who I don't recognise for coming along anyway. I'm going to be singing some traditional songs which I've arranged for my loop pedal here, some original songs that I've written. There'll be a couple of a cappella ones as well. You have yourself to blame. You should have taken your king's daughter. Your journey's been in vain. If I was to leave my husband dear and my two babes also, oh, what have you to take me to, if with you I should go? I've 7 ships upon the sea, and the 8th brought me to land, with 24 mariners bold, and music on command. She's taken up her little babes, kissed them on cheeks and chin, saying, fare thee well, my own two babes, for I'll never see you again. She set her foot upon the ship, no mariners could she behold, but the sails were of the woven silk, and the masts of the beaten gold. They had not sailed a league, but barely 3, when dismal drew his countenance, and hateful grew his eye. They had not sailed a league, but barely 3, until she espied his cloven foot, and she wept right bitterly. Oh, hold your tongue of your weeping, said he, of your weeping now let me be, and I'll show you how the lilies grow on the banks of Italy. There's a place I know where the trees don't grow, but crystals glow in the darkness. There's a place I know, there's a place I know, but the trees don't grow, but crystals glow in the darkness. There's a place I know, there's a place I know, but trees don't grow, but crystals glow in the darkness. There's a trees I know, there's a trees I know, there's a trees I know, but crystals glow. There's a trees I know, there's a trees I know, there's a trees I know, your pleasant hills, where the sun shines sweetly through. Oh, yonder the hills of heaven we send, where all good people go. Oh, what a mountain is yon, she said, all dreary with frost or snow. Oh, yonder is the mountain of hell, he cried, where you and I must go. He struck up the topmast with his hand, and the foremast with his knee, and he brake that gallant ship in twain, and he sank her in the sea. Right, I'm going to do a jollier one now, because that one's a bit miserable and depressing. This is my last traditional song, and then I'm going to move on to some completely original compositions. This is a song that I learnt at forest school camps, and there's a couple of people here who were at the Bastard English last night where I sort of trialled it, or did a little sneak preview. It's a really, really great song. I've loved it since I was like 6 years old, even though I didn't really understand what it was about then. So the content is a little bit lewd. But there's just one verse that kind of, it's just very gender stereotypes, because, you know, it's a folk song. It was come up with a long time ago, and there's nothing inherently wrong with it, but I just kind of wanted to make it a bit more inclusive, yeah. So I've added in a little verse, and I've tweaked a couple of the other lyrics, but more or less this is Home Boys Home, my slightly altered version. I'm not going to do this one with loop pedal. So, oh yeah, do join in with the chorus if you know it, or pick it up from the first time that I sing it. Well, who wouldn't be a sailor lad sailing on the main? To gain the goodwill of his captain is to blame, for he went ashore one evening for to be, and that was the beginning of the whole calamity. And it's home, boys, home. Home I'd like to be, home for a while in me own country, where the oak and the ash and the bonny rowan tree are all a-blooming freely in the north country. Well, I asked her for a handkerchief to tie around me head, and likewise for a candle for to light me up to bed. She tended to me needs just as I like a maid to do. So then I says to her, why don't you jump in with me too? And it's home, boys, home. Home I'd like to be, home for a while in me own country, where the oak and the ash and the bonny rowan tree are all a-blooming freely in the north country. Well, she jumped into bed now, taking no alarm, thinking a young sailor lad to her could do no harm. I hugged her, I kissed her the whole night long, till she wished the short night had been 7 years long. And it's home, boys, home. Home I'd like to be, home for a while in me own country, where the oak and the ash and the bonny rowan tree are all a-blooming freely in the north country. Well, early next morning the sailor lad arose, and into Mary's apron poured a pocket full of gold, saying, take this, my dear, for the mischief I have done, for tonight I fear I've left you with a daughter or a son. And it's home, boys, home. Home I'd like to be, home for a while in me own country, where the oak and the ash and the bonny rowan tree are all a-blooming freely in the north country. Now if it be a girl child, we'll send her out to nurse, with silver in a pocket and gold in a purse. And if it be a boy child, we'll give him the jacket blue, and send him up the rigging like his daddy used to do. And it's home, boys, home. Home I'd like to be, home for a while in me own country, where the oak and the ash and the bonny rowan tree are all a-blooming freely in the north country. And if the child's non-binary, then what are we to do? Should we send them out to nurse or give them the jacket blue? Well, to hell with gender stereotypes and sort the gender roles. They'll never listen anyway, for kids don't do as they're told. And it's home, boys, home. Home I'd like to be, home for a while in me own country, where the oak and the ash and the bonny rowan tree are all a-blooming freely in the north country. Now listen all ye fair maids, take this advice from me. Never let a sailor lad an inch above your knee, for I trusted one and he beguiled me, but since I've got this song as proof he's paying paternity. And it's home, boys, home. Home I'd like to be, home for a while in me own country, where the oak and the ash and the bonny rowan tree are all a-blooming freely in the north country. Thank you. standing poised so still. Incline your head, is that a fish you see? Soon you'll eat your fill. Eddies in the water, swirling wide the foam, just like your feathers with highlights grey and black. You fit in with your home. Orange beak and slender feet, so tall and straight you stand. Black line of feathers or intelligent eyes, a bushy-browed gentleman. King of this small patch of earth, wearing a snowy white cloak, with its hundreds of coal black ermine tails, look down on us ordinary folk. La la la, la la la, la 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 la, la la la, la la la. Stalking now, though you're no stork, you bend your neck so sleek, and then a flash, your head darts out and back, a fish caught in your beak. La la la, la la la, la la la, la This repeats 10 times or more, fishing here all day. Then you open your soft grey feathered wings and silently fly away. Fly away. Fly away. Fly away. We two come from different worlds, no rush and yours no time. Now that you're gone, I feel the magic fade, and I must go back to mine. Fly away. Fade out ending, something you don't get too often in folk, but I felt like it worked for that.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Right, could I please have a time check? 2? As in time for 2 songs. Okay, cool. I wasn't sure what you meant by 2. Great. So yeah, time for 2 more songs. I'm going to first do a song. So unfortunately, literally all of no, not quite all. Most of the songs you've just heard, I haven't recorded. I haven't recorded any of my loopy material yet. Partly because I'm trying to work out the best way to do that. Like, I don't know whether it'd be best to record that stuff kind of live, as it were, like with the loop sort of building up, or whether I just want to. Anyway, I won't bore you with my sound tech thinkings, but yeah, I haven't recorded any of that stuff yet, sadly. But if you like it, I will record it at some point in the future. So I've scattered some business cards around. There are some on that table there. There are some on this chair here. And there are also these lovely posters that have QR codes on them, so that you can navigate to my Bandcamp and also to a tip jar if you want to give me a tip. Or if you're really old-fashioned and have proper coins, like I really like, there is also a hat here. But yeah, do find me on Bandcamp, because through Bandcamp, you'll see when I release new music, and you'll also, if you're on Bandcamp, you'll be able to navigate to my social media and other things. And again, you can also find it on the business cards. So that way, when I do record those things, you'll know about it. But this one, I have recorded. This is a song that I recorded on my first EP called Alien. Alien is kind of about being different to society or to societal expectations in different ways. So whether that's about being queer or about having different political ideals. I grew up in a different country. I feel I'm a big EU supporter, which you're folkies, so probably most of you are. But about my thoughts about that, for example, there is an angry Brexit song on there, just to warn you, and also about being autistic, because I'm autistic, and it's also difficult navigating life as a neurodivergent person. So that's what Alien is about, and this song is from that EP, and it's another gay love song. I have actually, since I recorded it, put a little loop in there. So you're going to hear a slightly different version to what is on the EP. But if you want to hear the EP version, again, go to my Bandcamp via the QR codes, or I do in fact have some physical CDs with me. So if you want to buy a CD of my music, please come and find me afterwards. I'll just loiter in the stairwell probably, as long as I'm not blocking it up too much. So yeah, here is Second Love from Alien.
The
So, on to my last song now, which sadly I also haven't recorded, which is a shame because it's very much proven to be a fan favourite. Yeah, hopefully I'll get around to recording it soon. First of all though, thank you very much for being such a lovely audience. You've all been really, really supported. It's so nice to see so many of you here. Definitely a few more than when I was on at 9 o'clock in the morning last year. So that's really good. I hope you're going to, you've got lots of plans for Folk Weekend. There's some really cool stuff happening. I just want to mention I am leading a sing around at 4 o'clock in the half moon today. So if you happen to be free then and want to do some singing yourselves, then do come along. You can also just come along and listen. I'm not going to be super strict that everyone in the circle has to sing or anything, because that's a really dick move to do. So yeah, come along to that if you want to. But yeah, otherwise, thank you for being here, and do talk to me afterwards. I have my wonderful tech helper here who is amazing, and stopped me from panicking when my tech was going wrong. So they're actually going to clear up all of my stuff so that I can talk to you after I finish performing. So I'm going to head straight out there while they clear my things away. Do come and find me and get a business card and buy a CD if you want. I should also mention I do have a card reader, so if you would like a CD but going, oh, I can't because no one carries cash anymore, I do have a card reader, so yeah. And definitely pick up a business card because you won't remember how to spell my name if you don't. Even Folk Weekend got it wrong. In one place they've switched the A and the I in Skaista. Anyway, I'm going to sing my favourite lesbian pirate song. Thought you might want that one.
No, I know it.
This song has a bit that you can join in with. It's sort of a chorus, but it doesn't happen at the end of every verse, so I'll just sort of gesture at you when you can do it. You'll hopefully pick it up the first time, and then when I do that, you can join in. Cool. The ship that tied you... Oh, I should actually find a note. I'm going to find a note. Sorry, because otherwise I might get it wrong. I was doing this in E. Let's see. Ship that tied you sail upon... Oh, okay, I was going to do it lower than I should. The ship that I do sail upon is called Eliza Lee. She is the finest pirate ship that ever you did see. I'll tell you of how she began if you'll permit me. Heave away, haul away, heave away. Heave away, haul away, a sailor's life for me. Heave away, haul away, heave away. For rather than stay on dry land, our chance may look at sea, and so say all the crew of the bold Eliza Lee. One day I was a-walking, it was the month of May. I came across a couple fair a-wandering that way. I hid myself and listened to hear what they might say. Heave away, haul away, heave away. The maiden said, my love, you have returned to me. I've waited all these years and months while you were on the sea. But now that you are home once more, oh, let us married be. Heave away, haul away, heave away. Thereto replied the sailor bold, oh no, my darling girl, for I have met another love, and she is like a pearl. I must return unto my ship, the sails they do unfurl. Heave away, haul away, heave away. And as the sailor left her there, the maid broke down and cried, I trusted in my sailor, but he has gone and lied. Those years and months I waited, I'd just as well have died. Heave away, haul away, heave away. And stepping from my hiding place, I said, you loved your man. That is the best that any honest maiden ever can. So do not weep and do not sigh, for I do have a plan. Heave away, haul away, heave away. I had resolved right then and there this would not be our fate. Explaining to Eliza, she did not hesitate. A pirate captain she became, and I was her first mate. Heave away, haul away, heave away. Heave away, haul away, a sailor's life for me. Heave away, haul away, heave away. For For rather than stay on dry land, I'll chance my luck at sea, and so say all the crew of the bold Eliza Lee. So first we found a vessel, and then we bought some guns. You ask how we afforded this, we stole all of our funds. If any lawman questioned us, we'd masquerade as nuns. Heave away, haul away, heave away. And then we went in search of crew, it wasn't very hard, for women fed up with their men are found both near and far. They slipped away when husbands, boyfriends, pimps let down their guard. Heave away, haul away, heave away. We left the shores of England, sailed to the coast of France. The toiling of their women folk was clear from just a glance. If ever they do want them back, we'll lead them quite to dance. Heave away, haul away, heave away. From there we travelled down the coast until we did reach Spain. The suffering of their girls and gold, it sure was all too plain. We liberated both, but we dare not return again. Heave away, haul away, heave away. We journeyed to America, all in the wind and sleet, with music always in our hearts and dancing at our feet. And there so many joined our crew that soon we had a fleet. Heave away, haul away, heave away. Heave away, haul away, a sailor's life for me. Heave away, haul away, heave away. For rather than stay on dry land, I'll chance my luck at sea, and so say all the crew of the bold Eliza Lee. And then at last we found the ship Eliza's love sailed in. Eliza shouted from the deck, you'll suffer for your sins. Engaging them in battle then as ever we did win. Heave away, haul away, heave away. But when I turned around to where my love had stood, I found her lying on the deck, all covered in her blood. Her last words were, remember dear, you're doing this for good. Heave away, haul away, heave away. We named the flagship after her, we buried her at sea, and I became the captain, now the girls all follow me. But the boldest of them all was my own Eliza Lee. Heave away, haul away, heave away. And so we travel all the world, a-plundering as we go. Whene'er a girl's in need of aid, we never do say no. If any ship does challenge us, we send them down below. Heave away, haul away, heave away. And if in battle I should die, as I suspect I may, then bury me with bold Eliza in the foaming spray. But I'll lead you in our chorus until that fateful day. Heave away, haul away, heave away. Heave away, haul away, a sailor's life for me. Heave away, haul away, heave away. For rather than stay on dry land, I'll chance my luck at sea, and so say all the crew of the bold Eliza Lee. For rather than stay with my man, I'll chance my luck at sea, and so say all the crew of the bold Eliza Lee. And so say all the crew of the bold Eliza Lee. Please pick up a business card so you remember how to spell it at least, and enjoy the rest of your folk weekend.